Alright, and here's another battle with Sasha, our third one, well, second one for me. She leads off with a Machamp, I lead off with my Aerodactyl, using different teams and such. It goes for the Ice Punch. I honestly hate Machamps. I do. I really do. And nothing left to do, take the Bullet Punch, KO. So I sent out Gallade, maybe to scare her off, and I do. But sadly, this set does not have Leaf Blade, and stupid me don't have Shadow Sneak on this. I need to get a new set. Psycho Cut does that pretty decent chunk to Swampert, but she just roars me out and goes into my Fernape. So I go for the Grass Knot, and this thing pops back out. So she uses Snorlax a lot. But anyway, and so she returns it and predicts my close combat and goes to her Starmie. Which, what happened last time, I think she could tell. So close combated and a Grass Knot. Well, I switched to my Vaporeon and she gets really lucky and predicts the water type, so she goes for the Thunderbolt. I honestly thought she was going for the Ice Beam, predicting a different thing. But, or Surf. So I switched to Metagross to take the Grass Knot, because I don't want Vaporeon to die. So, she sends out, back out that thing, so I Thunder Punch, trying to Thunder Punch the Starmie. And she predicted, well, I don't even think she predicted that, but it was a nice prediction. So here I fiddle around with my camera a little, trying to find out the best angle for this, because I honestly hate the glare. There it is. Anyway, as you see, I Toxic it, and it roars me out. Back in Metagross, so I'm gonna go for... This is a different set as my last one, so I'm gonna go for the Meteor Mash. They're both Agiligros, aren't they? Yeah, Agiligros is beast. Anyway, it goes for Earthquake, and yeah, it doesn't take me out, which I'm happy. So, it hurts my poison, I go for the Meteor Mash, and I don't take it out, but I take myself out. I thought that more stab would do a little. I honestly should have just went for the Earthquake there, but eh. I was hoping for the Attack Raise, but I didn't think that. I thought she was dumb. Never mind. I didn't know what I was thinking. But so I sent out my Flygon to get that. It doesn't matter. So I go for a complete Wild Chase here, and I U-turn. I U-turn, and that does pretty much about gets down a little bit lower than half. So I send out Gallade, and she withdraws Snorlax as I predict that. And what do? Oh, no. I go for the close combat so she cannot set up a curse. Because that thing is an evil bitch when it sets up a curse. And I knew I could take out anything that popped in except for that. That's one thing I was like, what? So I go for the Ice Punch. And she goes for the Thunder Wave. This I hate. Paraflinch. So I return it. Send a Vaporeon. It air slashes, and I take that pretty well. Heals with leftovers, and I go for the Wish here, trying to protect the. No, I go for the Surf. Yeah, I go for the Surf. All right. I go for the Protect, predicting the trick. Because, honestly, Scarf Archie is kind of common. So, with this, I set up a Wish. Because I knew she'd have to switch out unless she wanted to stay in and Trek again. Which she could have just done. So I Protect to get my free Wish off as she curses, and that's the bane of my existence. So, yeah. Vaporeon's at full health now. I toxic it. I don't care if it has rest or not. At that point, I just wanted to get some status on it. Find out if it had immunity or thick fat. And I go for the Surf, because she said something about being defensively bulky, so might as well try. And I was like, no, I knew that wouldn't have done too much. So she goes for the rest, and now I have pretty much one more turn after this switch to knock her out with at least 2 close combats. So I go for the first close combat, and I bring her down not even half, which, because of lefties, will bring her back up past half. Back into green, which is not good. So I go for the second close combat, because I just want damage on it. And, yeah, it didn't help much. It woke up, went for the body slam, took out my Infernape. Infernape fainted, and I'll bring him Flygon. And at this point, I'm like, oh god, I'm gonna lose. So I'll just go for the Outrage. I'm like, I want to kill this stupid thing. So I got a crit, which probably mattered. I don't know. And I'm Scarf, so I outspeed Hirachi. And take that. Oh, I got a second critical. And I also get the 3-turn Outrage. Excuse me. Anyway, she sends out her frickin' Mach. I hate Machamps. Just that confusion. I hate it. I hate it. I always hit myself. I hate the game for having confusion. I mean, yes, it's a nice addition, but still. I have hated it since I first played it. So she goes for the payback, and I'm surprised how much that did. Honestly, was. So over the Psycho Cut, almost took it out. And she goes for the Dynamic Punch. I think she forgot that it wasn't weak to Dark. But anyway, I hurt myself with confusion and kill myself. Yes, that definitely helps. Send up a Vaporeon, cause Surf. Surf take out, and I think we're at 1-1 right here. Where are we? Yeah, we are at 1-1. And I'm the idiot who should just went right for the Surf, but I thought it was faster than me anyway, and I thought I would go for the Thunder Wave, so she can get off the roost. Cause I would be slower. But then again, I was like, wait a minute, I could have just won right there. Well, at that point, I was like, oh, I made a huge mistake. So, to make up for it, I just continually surfed. And I was tempted to Toxic it, but I thought I wanted to be alive. So, I was just going, I'm going to surf until you win. Because honestly, I didn't want to stall her, and she hates stall. But I got a crit, and it definitely mattered. So, good game.